Anchorman 2, The Legend Returns. The best way to summarize this movie is that it's exactly what it says. It's basically Anchorman's comeback. Ron Burgundy, played by Will Ferrell, along with all his friends, have returned, and they've moved up to national and world news now. But, well, at least Ron has. And unfortunately, it looks like Jesse did not like this movie. But more or less, Ron is having problems with his wife, and all his friends have moved on to bigger and better places. So now Ron is trying to make the news new. Now let's ask the drunk Jay what he thought of this movie.
Give me a second. Spilling it all over the place. That's fine. It's just alcohol.
I might need some of that later.
Eat what? Oh, the need it. Screw you.
Okay. Well, while Jesse's trying to finish his drink, I thought Anchorman 2 I thought it was funny, but I didn't find it laugh out loud, ha ha funny, till near the end when they get in their huge news team brawl with all the other news anchors. And I thought the characters, for me, this was just it was an okay sequel. I didn't think it topped the first one till that ending. It's like Jurassic World for me. I thought the ending was good, but everything else was okay to meh.
It's probably like sex with you, too. Ending is good, everything else is just okay, meh. Yeah! That'd be pretty fair, I think. But we may never know. Anyways. Anchorman 2 proves yet again that bigger is not always better.
Mm-hmm.
As does Kevin. And the return of Ron Burgundy depends on its biggerness. Bigger city, bigger sets, bigger budget, bigger actors. Director Adam McKay and star Will Ferrell have allowed almost an entire decade to drift by before the sequel's release. One would expect such a delay would allow for a refinement of material. But as you can see by us, time does not refine material.
No.
By the way, that alcohol, that's how I did 2 years of radio show stuff with Kevin. Lots of alcohol.
He's right.
So much alcohol.
And you won't believe what I had to do to put up with him.
Yeah, there's nothing. I'm not even going to say what he did. What a Vagisil. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, that's a word. Okay, that's an excuse.
Anyways, the end result seems thrown together, incoherent, and sometimes unbearably funny. Now, incoherence and poor editing didn't hurt the first Anchorman. It's not perfect by any means.
And I don't think it's even trying to be perfect. It's just trying to be a dumb, fun comedy.
In fact, its goofy premise and refusal to really pin down a narrative made for an off-the-wall delight. However, while the original Anchorman was incoherent and thrown together, Anchorman 2 is thrown together incoherent and sometimes unbearably funny. There are a few scenes that induce giddy chuckles, like the condom collection, and there are very few laugh-out-loud sequences, where still almost no quotable lines can be found.
For me, I found myself, when I saw this movie, I didn't find myself laughing till the end, but before that I did smirk a bit and like, okay, though that's an okay joke, and I was impressed with some of the humor, but I didn't laugh out loud funny till the end. And it's funny because all those celebrity cameos, usually I hate that kind of stuff, but for this, I don't know why, but for something that felt so wrong, it felt so right. Like I said, I don't think this movie is, I enjoyed it, but the ending was just too good of a payoff.
One thing I like about the first movie is the improvisation in the first film is very good, but it was often really chopped down just for time and everything, and that's what made it more concise and enjoyable. In this one, It was 2 hours long.
Almost.
It was 119 minutes, give or take.
And that's long for a comedy.
And that's because they let the improvising run too long, and there are a few good awkward moments. But really, as you mentioned, the end of the day, it leads up to another battle of network anchors, but it's on a grander scale than the first one. There's even a Minotaur that appears for whatever reason.
And a were hyena, played by Harrison Ford.
But by the anticlimactic end of Anchorman 2, we are all left with a bad taste in our mouths, or at least I am. And the disappointment of a follow-up that can never top its predecessor. I actually enjoyed the first one quite a bit, but...
Well, you kind of gave it a negative review when we first saw it.
Yeah, I think it grows on you.
Yeah,
Stupid things grow on me for some reason.
and over time I came to, like for me, eventually I came to accept The Room. I even made a trailer recut of it.
I don't know what to say.
But for me, I thought it was a decent follow-up. I didn't think it was perfect, but it's not trying to be. Most comedies, I find with most comedies, it's a gamble. For them, they try some jokes, they work. Others, they don't work. And at the end of the day, that's what a comedy is. You're just trying something. For me, I gotta give Anchorman 2 a solid B.
It was funny in parts. I remember seeing it in theaters too. And really, if you like the first one, you like parts of the second one, B minus. Like, it's not great as far as comedies go. There's lots of cameos, which are fine. Will Smith is in it too.
Oh yeah.
So
ESPN. Oh, sports.
there's that as well. So B minus, maybe C plus, but I'll be nice. Just because
For
old time's sake.
is it building up to a threequel set in the 90s?
I don't think so.
Maybe.
I hope not.
Seeing as how much these Anchorman movies have made, it's possibly going to lead to a third one. So for now, I'm just going to bide my time and wait. It was a decent follow-up, but it could have been a lot funnier.
Yeah. Just like this. Decent follow-up. Probably could be a lot funnier.
Maybe.
It's because of the radio show. We had commercials. And we had to be concise. Now we're just talking and drinking alcohol, which I did occasionally before the radio show too. Anyways.
On to movie number 3 now.
Yeah. Muppets Most Wanted. What a weird... We're going everywhere.